mainstream and independent music and current events. This is Hookhead Radio.
What the hell is going on in my city? Everybody overlooked like nothing wrong in my city. If you knew so, Frank Russo was taking all the money. And that nigga Jimmy DeMora just laughed like it was funny. And he had no regrets, so I wonder what's next. That 28 years, homie, I'm wishing you the best. And this shit just got me stressed. I'm thinking about the children. They shutting down the schools, but sold the Browns for $1 billion. How the fuck I supposed to feel? I'm here to keep it real. They shutting down rec centers for juvenile jails. Our future's set to fail. Is the picture getting clearer? They fucking with the youth, go find a killer for Shakira. She inspired this song, right now she would be grown. I know she's shining down on me from her beautiful home. I know some people gon' be mad at me. We spend a lot more time with television than our family. And I'm just taking shots randomly. Cause if they all got money, they living good, then how the fuck is that reality? Man, I got something to say. Tell these people I got something to say. And everything ain't okay, so no way. Man, I got something to say. Tell the mayor I got something to say. And everything ain't okay, so no way. Man, I got something to say. Politicians, I got something to say. Man, everything ain't okay, so no way. Man, I got something to say. Tell the president it's something to say. And everything ain't okay.
Racists trying to kill Obama, but Obama said that he killed Osama. The young shooters killing over drama. That damn cancer, it killed my mama. It killed my auntie, my grandmama. Our people sleepwalking, you ain't see them in pajamas. I'm in the courtroom, can't even say your honor. Sorry, judge, you represent the system with no honor. Tell a young boy to follow the rules, but casinos look better than schools. I mean, the jails look better than schools. Are we producing scholars or just better fools? I told the young boy, go get you a degree. He came back with a felony. Forget a PhD. I'd rather be alive than heartless. Ox's with me regardless. Revolutionary and artist in the land of the godless. Young boys, a bunch of punks shooting from the car. Come take this beating like a man afraid to get a scar. Most people, they lying, I swear. They must not be from here. If they say Cleveland don't belong to Bashir, this is the truth. Cause I got something to say. Tell the people I got something to say. And everything ain't okay, so no way. Yeah, I got something to say. Tell Obama I got something to say. Cause everything ain't okay, so no way. Yeah, I got something to say. Tell the people I got something to say. And everything ain't okay, so no way. Yeah, I got something to say. Tell Obama I got something to say.
Whatever happened to unity? I feel like it's just you and me. And how the hell you let one man kill a community? Yeah, I'm talking so well. We all know him so well. Nobody pay attention no more. They like, oh well, but I never forget him. I probably should have killed him. I know I shouldn't kill, but my auntie was a victim. I'm just glad she didn't pass. I pray this never lasts. We throw away our kids, finding babies in the trash. I swear this shit is sad, and it's only getting worse. I'm really starting to believe that my city's under curse. So I gotta stand tall, gotta remain humble. My city ain't been the same since the Ernest Biner fumble, the Michael Jordan shot, the Danny Green plot. I do this shit from the heart, so I'm headed to the top. And poverty's going up. How you specify that? 137 shots. How you justify that?
Urban, mainstream, and independent music and current events. This is Hookhead Radio.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Good Tuesday evening to each and every one of you that is listening to this. This is the Hookhead General Roy Sevens, and I am the host here at Hookhead Radio. The number is 347-441-4040. Got a lot cooking for you today as I am in the kitchen doing my thing. This is my kitchen. I'm cooking it up with a whole lot of craziness that's happened over the last week. The title of this episode is Elevator Going Down. And it's going down heavy for the hottest topic that has been on everybody's lips, on everybody's Facebook statuses, on everybody's Twitter, on everybody's Instagram. It is the man known as Ray Rice. We got a whole lot to talk about with Ray Rice. We got a whole lot of stuff to talk about with Love and Hip Hop. It's going to be the final burial on this show. The final burial. Because I'm not going to Hollywood, even though the show is. Finally, it's going to be 34 children by 17 women made by one man. All these topics and more. And I have a shocking announcement as far as one of my favorite teams. All that's going down here today. I'm going to let some folks get some... I'm going to give you guys some time to, tell a friend to tune in to Spreaker.com. Call in the show if you want. You can call this number, 347-441-4040. 347-441-4040. So I'm just going to flow for a minute. And I'm going to start with the news of Baltimore Ravens running back Ray Rice. Previously, people know that around February 18th, February 19th, this man was arrested for hitting his then fiancée, Janae Parker. I'm not sure if that's her real name. Janae, we'll call her Janae. Janae. Striking this woman, getting into an altercation. All we know is, at first, there was an altercation in the elevator. At first, there was footage. At first, all we knew was they had gotten into a fight. One lost, one won, and was about to lose so much more. Ray Rice was in a fight with his then fiancée and was under the biggest firestorm possible for that young man, 27 years of age. And just so you know how crazy it went, there was so much talk, there was so much fire because this man was a running back striking down his fiancée, and everybody's heard it. You should never put your hands on a woman. You shouldn't be putting yourself in that situation. Nobody's going to be that much on your side with this because she's a delicate flower. He's a brute. All that comes into everything comes to account. I'm saying the other part of it as well because I do not condone intergender violence. Men should not be putting their hands on women. Women should not be putting their hands on men. It's that simple. Everybody keep your hands to yourself if you could possibly do so. Everybody. You don't want to get hurt, don't hurt others. That's all I can say. When it really gets down to it, no one knows what's going on behind the doors of the Rice household. We do know that eventually Janae Parker, I'm not sure if that's, I'm saying Parker, I might be wrong about her maiden name, but we do know that her now name is Janae Rice. She goes on months later after standing with this man in front of a press conference to discuss what happened in the elevator. They ended up tying the knot, and you have to excuse me as I'm trying to be as cool and collected, trying to make sure I understand this story correctly, because this is crazy. Now, I had a day to process all of this. You went and did what you did for all that time. No one knows what happened, but we do know you guys got married. But here's the timeline. To read all of this makes no sense, but I'm going to do it anyway. Ray Rice was arrested on time on assault charges on February 15th. Accepted into an intervention program to try to mull things over. On July 24th, suspended 2 games by the NFL. August 28th, the NFL strengthens its domestic violence policy. And then yesterday, the video surfaced. The first video was this man had been you saw the video, it was just dragging him out. Just knock out, drag out foolish. All you saw in that video, the first video, was you saw a proverbial caveman drag his girl out of that elevator, and that's already a bad look. That was TMZ that released this footage, not the NFL. And then the bomb dropped. Because they had already suspended this dude 2 games. That was the Shield. That was the NFL. But after you did this, because you knew you should have done more to him, the video of everything else that happened in that elevator and everything that happened prior to them getting into that elevator, that video dropped yesterday at 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning, and after 7 months, the NFL was talking about they was going to get this footage. They didn't get their hands on it, but TMZ, a smaller corporation than the NFL, and Roger Goodell really is going to get cracked on in this little soliloquy I'm doing, because I'm making sure folks have time to call in. This man, Roger Goodell, let this thing go completely stretched out for no reason. Because TMZ of all people, was the ones who got the first footage, and then they got the second footage. They're the same ones that caught Solange, that caught Jay-Z, caught Beyonce, and caught them all in an elevator, rumbling, stumbling. Caught Solange kicking and screaming and beating this dude up, Jay-Z. And mind you, this was after the Ray Rice video. Now, Jay-Z probably learned a lot from all the other ones that get caught up in losing their jobs and all the other nonsense that happens to them. Whereas Ray Rice, significantly younger, was in this elevator as well. Unfortunately, he is not cognizant of the fact that they were in an elevator and there might be cameras. One thing folks need to realize, the more money you got, the more the camera's on you. That's the price of fame and infamy. But TMZ was able to get this footage. And people were questioning the fact that this man got only 2 games suspended. He was going to be back on the field getting ready for the NFL on Friday to get ready for week 3 with the Ravens. But then this footage hits Monday. After Josh Gordon has been suspended for the year for weed. After Ray McDonald had 9 games for his craziness. The foolishness and the discussion was, this man hit this woman. How come he didn't get more? And then this video dropped. And then the Baltimore Ravens, who didn't even wait for the rest of the league. He didn't wait for a ruling from Roger Goodell. They decided to terminate this man's contract. And then not even moments later, because after he got his contract terminated, he could have went to anybody else in the league. Wrong. The Shield decided that he's not going to touch any one of the 31 other squads. You're going to sit this one out. You're going to be suspended indefinitely. It's a dog-eat-dog world. And you heard all matter of people going in on Ray Rice. But there was only one person that defended him. How noble of this woman. Yes, this woman. What woman am I talking about? Jenna Rice, the woman that got hurt. The woman that... I'm kind of on both sides of the fence with this one. This woman defended this man. And I'm going to pull up the whole doggone note. Because Ray Rice's wife, Jenna, got up on Instagram and put out the following quote. Here we go. I'm going to read the entire thing. Oh boy, it's almost comical, but it's also very sad. Oh man, I gotta read the whole thing. I gotta read the whole thing because it's actually making me crazy when I think about this. Shout out to my people, Sheree Boiselle, who had shared it with everybody. Oh man. As I pull it up, I'm just gonna have to say what it is. To put it in a short context, she basically was mad that TMZ and the media rained down upon Ray Rice, casted him out, and just went completely ham in the fact that this man now is broke. Is about to be he lost $35 million. He was in the midst of a $35 million contract, and this guy is not going to be able to sustain that marriage very long. Jenna Rice wrote that she felt like she woke from a horrible nightmare, and I'm mourning the death of my closest friend. No one knows the pain that the media and unwanted options from the public has caused to my family to make us relive a moment in our lives that we regret every day is a horrible thing. To take something away from the man I love, that he has worked his ass off for all his life, just to gain ratings is horrific. This is our life. Yeah, it's your life, all right, though. It's your life. It is your life. That the two of you had a hand in ruining. Because I wonder, because this is 7 months after the fact. Because you're not, because when I analyze this, when I analyze what you said, Janae, you're actually trying to make you're making excuses for him. You're mad at everybody else. And you're trying to say that this is the quote that gets me. This is the quote right here that gets me. Mourning the death of my closest friend. That man ain't dead. This is about you. This is about you gonna be in a marriage where that man is not able to make a living. If anybody died, it's his ability to gain income from the NFL. You don't know the situation. You don't know the situation. You shouldn't throw. You could throw stones. He without sin cast the first stone. Excuse me. Had you been able to control yourselves that night, none of this were to happen. None of this would be happening right now. And maybe your man would be playing against the Steelers Thursday night. You've acknowledged that he hit you. You've acknowledged that you've hit him. Y'all spit on each other, cursed at each other, fought with each other. Your head hit that elevator rail. This is our life. Y'all still got a life. The problem is it's going to be a heck of a lot more harder for you. I can't. I'm walking a fine line saying this on this radio show, but hey, nobody controls this thing but me. Yes, we've all made mistakes. Yes, nobody up in here is perfect. But you want to know the crazy thing is? Own it. Accept the responsibility. Deal with it. I have to deal with the mistakes I've made in my life. All of you are going to live with the mistakes you've made in your life. But when the spotlight's on you, you just got to make sure that you do what you got to do. He's got to man up for what he did. You have to woman up for what you did. And why you have any defense toward this story is beyond me. Because you married that man. My man Jay Biliano, he shared the story. He said, and this is why Ray Rice felt justified to punch this woman. Ladies need to love yourselves. No man who loves you would punch you in your face. Shaking my head. And that's right. No man that loves you would punch you in your face, would ever abuse you. Nobody who loves you would ever hurt you. Nobody. But you married him. You accepted what he did to you. You're living in your truth. You say you're going to stand by him. Well, you go right ahead. You stand by him. But realize the two of you have made things harder for yourselves than need be. They're not the first couple to ever do this. They won't be the last. But the fact of the matter is, you two have a long road ahead of you. Will this man ever be back in the NFL? Who knows? But I want to know what you guys think. The number is 347-441. I'm sharing this again. Gonna tippity tap on this one. Tickety tack, hang it bang. Call in the show. And comment on Ray Rice. I'm about to say Ray and Janae. And more. 347-441-4040. Post to Facebook. We're going to have a lot of things to talk about. We're going to probably do at least 2 hours. Probably going to be ending this within 2 hours because of a show called If Loving You Is Wrong on OWN tonight, Tyler Perry's work. But I'm going to play some music. Play my man Jay Billion. Going to give people some time to tell people that the show is on. 347-441-4040. You guys can comment on with the Spreaker.com chat. Or you can hit me up on Roy Sevens on Facebook. Or you can hit me up on Hookhead General on Twitter. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The show is on. The episode is called Elevator Going Down, and so is this show. Intro man, do what you do.
Urban, mainstream, and independent music and current events. This is Hookhead Radio.
Wages and take me to court every time I get my paycheck. Why you wanna wanna garnish my wages and take me to court, bitch? Yo, why you wanna garnish my wages and take me to court every time I get my paycheck? Why you wanna garnish my wages and take me to court, bitch?
Urban mainstream and independent music and current events. This is Hookhead Radio.
Weekend Cleveland experience. During 48 hours, 7 people died.
Where 3 women's bodies were found days ago in the city of East Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland to East Cleveland, which ended in gunfire and death.
Yeah. Got another lick. It's gonna keep coming. Hold up. Hey. Hey. Yeah. You the nigga that killed my cousin. I don't even know what you're talking about. It was you. I seen it. Yeah, it was. You didn't kill him, dude. It was you. It wasn't me. You did it.
Bismillah. Bismillah. Dear summer, I look forward to your weather, but I'm afraid when you arrive, things won't get better. Matter of fact, they might get worse. More young people lay in a hearse. The pain grows as the snow melts and the rain goes. I mean, I appreciate the rainbows, but the amount of houses spray painted with the name of those young people who won't get a chance to see their potential. A bullet hit them on purpose or accidental. It weighs heavy on my heart, especially my mental. Rip. I know it means in peace they rest, or how the hearts was ripped from their loved one's chest. Mama said he was just walking to the rec center when shots rang out into him like a splinter. Normally he would've got away, he was a sprinter, but he had his boots on in the middle of the winter. So imagine when you arrive, all the young people who don't even know that they about to die by homicide. Young boy like I'ma ride. I wanna be in this gang, somebody gotta die. So 2 lives lost in the streets. Young boy holding the heat when he should be holding ice cream cause of your heat. Dear summer, you supposed to be funner, but instead you're scary. Too many hunters, and on any day you can be the prey. So every day we got to pray, all 4 seasons. Dear summer, I appreciate you playing your part, but even when it's hot outside, we got cold hearts. Children should be swimming in pools, and they are, but too many times it's blood right after school or in school the way the thing is going. I'm afraid for the young babies who are growing up in the world, not even knowing that it could be better, but no one is showing. No disrespect, but I wish that it was snowing year round. People would stay in the house where it was safe and sound. But sometimes bullets wake babies from their sleep, but they wake up in heaven. Bullet hit too deep. Bullet left the gun being held by a coward who drove by, gave fireworks to the wrong house. He wanted power, but when they find him, won't be Independence Day, more like Labor Day, cause in jail you say. Dear summer, I enjoy when you visit, and when you're gone, your presence, I really miss it. But I'm afraid for the young who don't know that they about to die by homicide. Teddy bears on poles and tears from the mama eyes, from the mama eyes, tears from the mama eyes. 500 already gone in Chicago. Youth violence is a problem wherever I go. From Oakland to DC, Cleveland to Tennessee, Atlanta to Miami, NYC. Cemeteries filled to capacity, and that's homicide. I ain't even mentioned suicide. And that's homicide, and I ain't even mentioned suicide. Dear summer, take it easy on my people. We want to enjoy you. No other season is as equal. But then again, no other season is as lethal. But even with all that, can't wait to see you, dear summer. Dear summer, dear summer, yes. Dear summer, dear summer, dear summer, dear summer, dear summer, dear summer, dear summer. Yes, 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 yes.
you said or something that you did just may have led to me feeling this way about you. 'Cause you make my heart beat fast every time you pass, every time you pass me. I'm wondering what to do. The unexpected love, undetected, never rejected love from the skies above. Unexpected love, undetected, never rejected love from the skies above. You're the best of love, the test of love. Unexpected love, undetected, never rejected love from the skies above. It's the best of love, it's the next of love. Wasn't looking for a love like mine or someone new to come into my life, but you changed the air that I breathe. 'Cause you make my heart beat fast every time you pass, every time you pass me. Crazy how I feel your energy into me, into you. All I know, the unexpected love, undetected, never rejected love from the skies above. Unexpected love, undetected, never rejected love from the skies above. You're the best of love, the test of love. Unexpected love, undetected, never rejected love from the skies above. It's the best of love, it's the next of love. It seems when you came right out of the dark, you made my fears go away. Your love is what I need like sun needs today. I need you in my world, I'm yours. The unexpected love, undetected, never rejected love from the skies above. Unexpected love, undetected, never rejected love from the skies above. You're the best of love, the test of love. Unexpected love, undetected, never rejected love from the skies above. It's the best of love, it's the next of love. The unexpected love, undetected, never rejected love from the skies above. Unexpected love, undetected, never rejected love from the skies above. You're the best of love, the test of love. Unexpected love, undetected, never rejected love from the skies above. It's the best of love.
Urban, mainstream, and independent music and current events. This is Hookhead Radio.
Thank you, Mr. Intro-Man. Thank you, sir. Shout out to all of you. Shout out to all of you. Hookhead Radio. This is me, the Hookhead General Roy Sevens. Big show. Big topics. Big repercussions for the man Ray Rice. Now, before the break, I was talking about the whole shenanigans, the whole controversies, the whole kid and caboodle, whatever you want to call it. I said before we went to music, I said I do not condone any intergender violence. No man should ever put their hands on a man. No man should ever put their hands on a woman. No woman should ever put their hands on a man. I'm sorry, going fast. But no person should hit anybody else. You can't use words, get to stepping. Because situations like this can occur at any moment. I don't know how many times I've seen people go crazy. I mean, let's face facts. Ray Rice is not the first dude ever to lose an NFL job because of domestic violence. Ocho Cinco, you might remember him. But clearly, folks don't learn from past. There's a quote that everybody knows. It's called, like, it goes a little something like this: those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Ray Rice is doomed right now. I talked about Janae Rice standing by this man, talking about how when that footage hit, it was like the death of her best friend. What's happening now is like the death of her best friend. I'm sorry to say this, but there's a lot of delusion going on. There's a lot of self-hatred going on. There's a lot of foul energy going on. I don't know how many times I could have said this over and over and over and over. But I'll read this quote because it's been read about 1,000 times. This is the full quote because I didn't get it all the first time. Here it goes again. I woke up this morning feeling like I had a horrible nightmare, feeling like I'm mourning the death of a closest friend. But to accept the fact that its reality is a nightmare itself. No one knows the pain that the media and unwanted opinions from the public has caused my family. To make us relive a moment in our lives that we regret every day is a horrible thing. To take something away from the man I love that he has worked his ass off, is her words, his ass off for all his life just to gain ratings is horrific. This is our life. What you don't get is, what don't you all get? If your intentions were to hurt us, embarrass us, make us feel alone, take all happiness away, you've succeeded on so many levels. Just know we will continue to grow and show the world what real love is. Ravens Nation, we love you. Josina Anderson talked to Ray Rice later on. He quotes, I have to be strong for my wife. She is so strong. We are in good spirits. We have a lot of people praying for us, and we'll continue to support each other. I have to be there for Janae and my family right now and work through this. Janae was on the phone with this woman, Josina Anderson, and the wife took the phone and said, I love my husband, I support him. I want people to respect our privacy in this family matter. Well, that's going to be a little bit impossible now because you didn't really think about the one rule about money and the problems. You ever heard that song, More Money, More Problems? This is one of those instances. The more money you have, the more people are going to be in your business, especially when your husband is part of one of the great franchises today in the NFL. Your man is 1 year removed from being a world champion. And in the midst of everything, we find out this happened. And if you wanted to have everything private, you should have remembered to hold your craziness until you went home. Unfortunately, you were spitting in public, you were cussing in public, you were fighting in public. And you were caught up in your feelings so much so that you guys were fighting in an elevator and you got knocked out, Janae. I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm not trying to be one of those media members that is trying to hurt you. But you've already know what's going on here. You know where I'm going with this. You knew what was going to happen the second that video first leaked. And I am surprised that this video is the reason why you're going off 7 months later. If y'all was like that if you was really believing that you needed your private space, if you needed that, why didn't you say that 7 months ago when the first video leaked? You're saying this now because your man just lost around $30 some odd million. Now all you got is love. And we'll find out how much love you got in this relationship as the months goes on, because the countdown is on. But I'm going to give folks a chance to call in 347-441-4040. That's 347-441-4040. Anybody that has a comment on the Ray Rice controversy, you guys can call in. Let me know what you guys think as I go into another part of that controversy, the NFL, and how it dropped the ball. There are three letters on two sides of the spectrum. You have the NFL and you have TMZ. NFL, TMZ. The NFL is a multi-billion-dollar empire. 70 some odd years, over 70, 80, 90, 100 years in the game. And you've always had to have your people talk about the conduct. Also, guys, if you're going to call in, please mute the radio, talk directly through me through the phone. We don't want that echo. The NFL has to make sure that its image is the way it is. It has to make sure that its players act a certain way, do things a certain way, and its owners act a certain way and do things a certain way. So when you knew about this whole debacle, I don't understand why you didn't get all the information that you possibly could. But you know who's great at information, apparently better than the NFL? TMZ. Because not only were they first to get their hands on this footage, they were the first ones to get their hands on the next footage. It took you 7 months to drop hammer on Ray Rice. If domestic violence were such a big issue, it should have been enforced way before Ray Rice, because you had a guy named Ocho Cinco, headbutt Evelyn Lozada, and the Miami Dolphins decided on their own to terminate his contract, and Ocho Cinco hasn't been heard from since. I think he's up in Canada, eh? Which brings us to Ray Rice. You had all this time to deal with his situation, Roger Goodell, because this goes directly to you. It's been said already by Stephen A. Smith. I'm going to echo his comments. You dropped the ball. Skip Bayless said it. He never picked that ball up. And now you have to save face over the fact that you were only going to give him 2 games. He was going to be back on Friday. He was going to be practicing for week 3 after the Steelers took on the Ravens. Then this footage hits, and now it's time to drop hammer. And not just drop hammer, it was the sledgehammer you dropped on him. So either you care about women or you don't care about women. Even Pix 11 had to have that question about what you are. Even though y'all are trying to make sure that you guys are sensitive to women. You do know that you have this millions of It ain't just men watching your stuff, it's women. And they cheer for your stuff. Super Bowl, 44.9 million women watch your product. The Super Bowl. Women make up 46% of all NFL fans. 63% of women 12 and older identify as fans. But you guys were gonna just wash this away until that video pretty much put a bird egg all up in your face. I mean, seriously. This woman didn't mean nothing to y'all, basically. This one woman, this black woman meant nothing to you until Monday morning. Honestly, I can say you guys dropped the ball. You let the other team, TMZ, pick it up, score a touchdown on your ass, and spike the ball up in your face. Y'all need to throw flags at yourselves. In fact, the crazier part about this, you made a domestic violence policy after you only gave 2 games to this dude. Everybody else from here on out, you get 6 games if you're caught with if you get caught the first time with domestic violence, 6 games. You get caught again, you're banned for life. This guy was going to get... Now, I understand this policy happened after him, and you only gave him 2 games. Which folks were kind of guessing, and the whole perception was basically this. And now, some people are actually like this. The fact that after this guy is gone from the league indefinitely, some people are like, and others are still, and I have to throw in an extra for Janae Rice, because I'm not getting at you for standing by your man. I'm getting at you because you were mad at the media. You should have been mad at the media in February. Where was that soliloquy you put out on Instagram in February, with the first time you got knocked out? Or the second or the third. Lord knows how many times this man did what he did to you. Maybe it was one and done. Who knows? I don't know what to tell you. But I do know what I have to say about this. No man should ever hit a woman. No woman should ever hit a man. No man should ever hit a woman. Woman should never hit a man. But men, and I'm saying this to the rest of the league in the NFL, in the NBA, and any other sports organization. You do know. Take the example of Ray Rice, Chad Ochocinco, and whoever else. You have more to lose. You have more to lose when you put your hands on any woman. The number is 347-441-4040. 347-441-4040. Gonna go to some songs. I'm gonna let my people listen in who are gonna call. The number is 347-441-4040. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna play some more tracks. When I come back, I'm hitting y'all with some. I'm gonna hit y'all with some music, And then I'm going to go ahead and give my final burial of Love and Hip Hop everywhere. Love and Hip Hop New York, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and I'm not going to Hollywood. I'm going to go in on all that by giving my final comments on Love and Hip Hop. This is the Hookhead General, and intro guy, let him know the rest.
Urban, mainstream, and independent music and current events. This is Hookhead Radio.
Try to cut through though. On some new shit though. Like, number 29 Jordan type shit. You ain't never seen this shit before.
I say me and you, hey, what we gon' do? I think it's time to try something new. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me shout ride that pussy. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me shout ride that pussy. I said me and you, hey, what's it gon' be? I think it's time we go ahead and see. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Let me shout ride that pussy. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'ma shout ride that pussy. Yeah, yeah. He got me faded, feeling a little X-rated. I've been swerving all the way here, but you know I finally made it. I hear you up in that shower, and I don't feel like waiting. I don't feel like asking, so that pussy I'ma take it. First I hit it from the back. I had that booty talking to me. Had her wetter than jacuzzis, busting off just like a Uzi. Ooh, I swear you just so nasty. We should make a movie. Then this thought just came to me. This is how you should just do me. Put both hands up on that shower rod and bring that pussy to me. Fuck me, fuck me, fuck me like you mean me. Do that shit just for TV. Get that pussy so creamy. I want it all, I'm greedy. Give me that shit, I'm needy. Got hollering and she hooting. My dick steady saluting. And her pussy can't stop drooling. And that ass just keep on moving. I think she know what she doing. She shower riding that dick. Fuck her surfboard, she hit the Mimi on that dick. I said me and you, hey, what we gon' do? I think it's time to try something new. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me shout ride that pussy. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me shout ride that pussy. I said me and you, hey, what's it gon' be? I think it's time we go ahead and see. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Let me shout ride that pussy. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'ma shout ride that pussy. Yeah, yeah. Hit her with that nene, jumped in it like huh. Hit her with that nene, jumped in it like huh. Hit her with that nene, jumped in it like huh. Surfboard no more, all we do is shower ride. We don't surfboard no more, all we do is shower ride. We don't surfboard no more, all we do is shower ride, shower ride, shower ride, shower ride, shower ride. I say me and you, hey, what we gon' do? I think it's time to try something new. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me shower ride that pussy. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let me shower ride that pussy. I said me and you, hey, what's it gon' be? I think it's time we go ahead and see. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Let me shout ride that pussy. Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I'ma shout ride that pussy. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm dead ass serious too though. Well, you niggas thinking I'm playing this shit. I just left Home Depot and shit. Got the installation and shit, home renovations, and your bitch on the way though. Quit playing.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Urban, mainstream, and independent music and current events. This is Hookhead Radio.
Now, I played that song on purpose. I played it on purpose. I'm not even going to lie to you. Because now I got to change topics. Everybody saw it last night. I bet, or if you don't watch it, somebody you know watched it. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the third part of the reunion for the Atlanta cast. I'm here to announce the burial of the Love and Hip Hop series. I'm done with it. I'm never going to be talking about this again. So So I'm just going to go ahead and give my little eulogy on that show. Because it's beyond so rotten, people actually lose teeth on that show. Don't believe me? Ask Mama D. I'm done with the woman named Carly Red, who is the most rotten to her core person to ever hit the scorned department. I'm done with all these foolishness from the one called Rashida and Kirk. I'm done with Benzino. I'm done with Stevie. I'm done with Mimi. I'm done with Nico. I'm done with all of these characters. I'm done with Erica Ugly Ass Mena. I'm done with the Saigons and every one of them called Erica. I'm done with Scrappy. I'm done with Rich Dollars. I'm done with Peter Guns. I'm done with Amita Butterfly. I'm done with the ratchetness. I'm done with them all. I am definitely done with Joseline Hernandez. I'm done with that chick, especially. Because if you ever want to watch The Worst of Us, that is the show you want to watch. But I am not done. I'm done with it. I'm not going to Hollywood with this show. I'm not going to comment on this show. Don't you ever hit me up on it. Ask me what I think. The show has gotten as low as it could possibly go. So much so that they're headed to the West Coast and going out and getting Ray J to boost their ratings. Not only are they going for Ray J, they're going for Omarion. Not only are they going that, they're going for Tierra Marie. For those of you who don't know who Tierra Marie is, it's there many girls around and I like a girlfriend. I like a girlfriend. Now you feel good. 30 boys around. Shut up. No, there are no women around here to make you feel good. You suck. I'm done with this show for many reasons. Nobody is showing love, and nobody's producing hip hop off that show. None of them. Not Olivia. Not Erica Ugly Ass Mena. Not Kalina. Not Rashida. Especially not Jocelyn Hernandez. Especially not Kate Michelle. Nobody's producing real music. So I'm done with talking about hip hop. This isn't teaching us anything about the hip hop industry. Only what we knew about the streets. That nobody has the loyalty to sustain a healthy relationship on that show. And anybody that does try to do good by that show, they only last one season. Sometimes you even wonder, they're doing a great job of showcasing who they are. So why are they there? I'm done with all their spin-offs. I'm done with the Mr. and Mrs. Jones. I'm done with all of these spin-offs. I'm done. And then the fact that there's going to be another couple that's going to get a spin-off. I'm not even going to mention them. I'm done with it. I'm done with people cheating on. I'm done with the cheating on people. I listened to that on Maury. I've listened to that on. I've seen it on Jerry Springer enough times. I've long since retired from that show. I'm tired of the side chicks that lie about having a marriage and then decide to fight everybody because she doesn't like what somebody said. I'm tired of best friends turning into bitter enemies because of said hoe. I'm tired of chicks who think who think they can just dig into everybody else's past and don't let nobody even let them know what their doggone age is. She get to rub up on every guy, but she can't deal with any woman. I'm tired of every classless, talentless chick trying to sleep with their producers to get ahead in the game and failing miserably. I'm tired of women who know better, who should know better, but get in an entirely different situation. I'm done with it. I'm burying it all today. I will never talk about anything from Love and Hip Hop. Notice I never talked anything about the other shows pertaining housewives who are not married. I am burying Love and Hip Hop because there is no love, there is no hip hop. It's just lies and a bunch of high hoes. It's a bunch of baby mamas that can't hold down a man. It's a bunch of deadbeat dads that can't hold down their own money, let alone a woman. It's a bunch of mama's boys that think they are the queens because somehow or some way the rapper called himself the Prince of the South. And just because her son can get famous, she automatically thinks because she was ratcheting up on that show, she could branch out and have her own damn show. And then when she tries to perform that music, she loses a tooth on stage. She literally lost a tooth. Can I get a witness out here tonight? Oh my goodness. Trying to say I deserve, and the tooth, which is a bridge, I should say that's a bridge because I know what that is. That's a bridge. That bridge was in her mouth, but not enough Sebond, not enough Polydent. That thing went flying, and she caught it before it hit the ground. She's talented in that regard, but that's about it. And I'm surprised nobody did some of this when that tooth went flying. And you knew it was full of crap when people were cheering throughout the performance because she has no voice. People was doing a whole bunch of this. Shut up, all of you. I am done with lies in hip hop. Lies and high hoes. I'm done with those who are trying to make $1 out of 15 cents when their man isn't even worth a penny. I'm tired of chicks getting into sexcapades that the world can see over World Star Hip Hop or by Vivid Entertainment. I'm tired of chicks that get duped into doing sex tapes, and well, 97% of the world believes he did it. They want to pretend like they're dumb. You knew who the hell he was when you got him. This dude is... I don't know what to tell you. Dude looks like Sid from the Ice Age. And this guy is able to give you all sorts of bull crap for the better part of 2.5 years. This after you had a man that was sleeping with this one and that one and that one and this one and Eve and this one and that one and that one and this one and this one and this one and Jocelyn Hernandez and gave you a child. Not necessarily in that order. When it really gets down to it, I've reached the end of the abyss. And I know it's going to get worse. And I know Mona Scott Young is going to keep on letting this thing go on. Because even though certain people will leave, she's going to find somebody to replace them. She's going to have her little puppet show. She's going to have her ratchetness. And she's going to make sure the world sees these people as what black and other urbanites should never be. It's over. I'm done. I don't ever want to interview any of these people because they will dodge whatever questions I throw at them. I never want to have people contradict themselves because they are already contradictory people. Everybody makes mistakes. Your mistakes affect more than just you. When you are a celebrity, you don't just get to just be who. You don't get to make the mistakes that cost you millions of dollars because you decide to live a fast life and don't own up to responsibilities that you do. People who lie about their marriage and don't decide to tell everybody about what they do, or even tell their girlfriend that they're dealing with, who they're screwing on a now viral video. For these reasons and the rest, I am done with love and hip hop. I will not go to Hollywood. There's nothing for me out there to see. I'm done with having Ray J on my screen acting a straight fool. I'm already tired of him on the internet. I don't hate none of these people. But I damn sure don't love them. There's nothing to love about. There's nothing to love about love and hip hop. I am done. And I'm glad they're getting ridiculed the way that they are because let's face facts. You knew what you were getting into when you signed on the dotted line. You just didn't expect all this scrutiny from people on Twitter, for people on Facebook, for people on Instagram. Or maybe you did, and you wanted to make a quick buck. Well, congratulations, you've made your money. Now spend it wisely, because damn sure you don't live wisely. The number is 347-441-4040. 347-441-4040. You guys got something to say? Or you guys got something you want to add to the conversation about the Ray Rice incident or the Love and Hip Hop burial? You guys can hit me up on Twitter, Hookhead General. You guys can hit me up on Facebook, Roy Sevens. Let me know what you think of the show so far. I'm sharing it once again. Hit me up. 347-441-4040. Make sure I make a little of my handsome faces there. Make sure everything is copacetic. Post to Facebook. I'm letting you know, let friends know that Hookhead Radio is on the air. Are you a friend? Tell your friends. Oh man, it's one of those shows, people, and you ain't even know it. Intro guy, let him go.
Urban, mainstream, and independent music and current events. This is Hookhead Radio.
What's going on? It's your brother Bashir. Yeah. Voice kind of messed up, but let's go. How to do it? What's going on, Axe? Yes. Let's go. Bismillah. Prison is the biggest business. You don't even know it. A witness and snitch is different, but you don't even know it. Your history is so rich, but you don't even know it. You come from kings and queens, but you don't even know it. Osama probably still alive, but you don't even know it. My father could be dead or alive, but I wouldn't even know it. You could change the world, but you don't even know it. I said you could change the world, but you don't even know it. Rick Ross, he gave her Molly, but she ain't even know it. They went home and enjoyed it, but she ain't even know it. Rick, let me teach you something, since you ain't even know it. That's rape, but you ain't even know it. Who killed Tupac Shakur? We don't even know it. Biggie Smalls, Jam Master Jay, but we don't even know it. When the young people do good, yeah, you don't even show it. But let us act up, shoot up everybody, then the whole world is gonna know it. Listen, Mom Jamil's innocent, but you don't even know it. Why they messing with us out of Shakur, but we don't even know it. Who's responsible for 9/11? We don't even know it. I said, who's responsible for 9/11? But we don't even know it. Prison is the biggest business, you don't even know it. There's a difference between a witness and a snitch, but you don't even know it. Your history is just so rich, but you don't even know it. You come from the kings and queens, but you don't even know it. Osama, he probably still alive, but you don't even know it. My father, he could be dead or alive, but I wouldn't even know it. You could change the world, I said, but you don't even know it. I said you could change the world, but you don't even know it. You let a female dog, but you don't even know it. You ain't gotta sell drugs to get out of the hood, but you don't even know it. That little boy, he could be your son, but you don't even know it. She committed suicide cause she needed love, but you ain't even know it. All my aunts with me, you already know it. And all of them are a bunch of killers, so don't make me show it. We just tryna make change, the media, they ain't gotta show it. So why they so afraid about shit? I'm only a poet. Educated black man could be a problem, they already know it. I said an educated black man could be a problem, they already know it. We are all in the same boat, I'm just trying to row it. I said we are all in the same boat, I'm just trying to row it. Prison is the biggest business, you don't even know it. There's fast food, a bunch of poison, you ain't even know it. A witness and a snitch is different, but you ain't even know it. Your history is so rich, but you ain't even know it. Osama, he probably still alive, but you ain't even know it. 9/11, who did that? We don't even know it. My father, he could be dead or alive, and I wouldn't even know it. I said my father, he could be dead or alive, I wouldn't even know it. There's a track on you, but you don't even know it. You don't even know it. You don't even know it. Mom Jamil's innocent, you ain't even know it. Well, Mia, Abu Jamal is innocent, but you ain't even know it. Asada, Shakur is innocent, but you ain't even know it. Why she on the FBI list? We don't even know it. Who did 9/11? We don't even know it. WMD's what it at? We don't even know it. We don't even know it. All the hood's messed up. We don't even know it. We don't own no businesses. We don't even know it. While the media portray us as being bad, we don't even know it. We're all the black men. We don't even know it. Why so many of us are locked up? We don't even know it. Where all the fathers at? We don't even know it. You don't even know it.
Urban, mainstream, and independent music and current events. This is Hookhead Radio.
Yo, they garnish my dough, they taking my pay.
city with dreams gone bad. With crack cost these cats everything they had. If moms was on crack, then crack cost the pad. Now track back, my thoughts I seen dude get stabbed. And these bitches always angry like they on the rag. And your bikes was your whips and your rims was mags. So put your legs on the pegs, cause we headed on a journey. Where cats turn criminals, cats need attorneys. Cats talk slickin' and cats need a gurney. Cats play ignorant like they ain't heard me. Now they wanna hurry cause bills made the mark. But trendsetter turning their hearts from light to dark. We back in V-Park where the blunts get sparked. But now we got a gun so punk think he hard. But two to the chest will leave him more to scar. Do what he do, we just playing our parts. And yo know he's back in town again. They just don't know what's really wrong with him. They knock him off and he's right back on again. They lock him out and yet he performs again. Y'all know he's back in town again. They just don't know what's really wrong with him. They knock him off and he's right back on again. They lock him out and then he performs again. You see me 88 pushing, I'm Bentley coming soon. I'm platinum covered blacks in a platinum covered room. And strapped to my back, it's a struggle since the womb. I'm trendsetter certified, I'll take it to my tune. And I'm Kinnico, watch rockin' Keisha Cole. CD words like 35% tense, which means you can't see me. To be me, the most broken, I keep hope open. I'm like Rakim, Malali, the mic smoking. More than your thought provoking, I'm that shit. More than just swing on me, I'm that hit. And until I'm that rich, then I'm gon' spit. I splash you with that bottle when I push that whip. And I got such a grip on this hip hop shit. All killing to these cats the way I got them pissed. The optimist, yo, I got a lot on this. And if you reap what you sow, this is what you get. And y'all know he's back in town again. They just don't know what's really wrong with him. They knock him off and he's right back on again. They lock him out and yet he performs again. Y'all know he's back in town again. They just don't know what's really wrong with him. They knock him off and he's right back on again. They lock him out and yet he performs again. Y'all know he's back in town again. They just don't know what's really wrong with him. They knock him off and he's right back on again. They lock him out and yet he performs again. Y'all know he's back in town again. They just don't know what's really wrong with him. They knock him off and he's right back on again. They lock him out and yet he performs again. Come on.
Urban mainstream and independent music and current events. This is Hookhead Radio.
All right. The number is 347-441-4040. My name is Roy Sevens, the Hookhead General. You guys are listening to Hookhead Radio. Just like the intro guy said. Now, the third topic of the night, the third hot topic, was a show done on the show called Ivania Fix My Life. And in their season premiere, it's a 3-part episode of epic proportions. The epic fix, the mega fix, they call it. Where this dude probably needs to be mega fixed. We're talking about music producer Jay Williams. Now, Jay Williams has an unusual situation. It's unusual, not so much uncommon, because there are other people out there that got his situation, but probably worse, probably even not so much. This man, Jay Williams, was on the show and this man has 34 children by 17 different women. Now, if you listen to the show, this man doesn't just have his biological children, he has adopted children. One man affected the lives of 71 different people. Count them up. The 17 mothers that had his children, the 34 children, his adopted 9 children, and the adopted parents, and their biological parents, and himself. 71 people affected by one guy. Now, to get an idea of this dude, we're gonna have to play a clip. Thank you to the Huffington Post. You can catch this particular episode and the question was asked, why didn't you get a vasectomy? Because you gotta defer to movie. What was that movie? What was that movie? Yeah. There was a movie called She Hate Me, where a man had to give birth, where a man was paid to give birth to lesbians' children, I should say. Lesbians' children. But I'm gonna play this for y'all, and let's see if we can't get this in perspective.
So let me ask you this question, Jay. 34 children. At any point, did it dawn on you, this is too much?
No.
So at child 15, you never said, let me use a condom?
I did use condoms.
How many?
I probably would have 200 kids if I didn't use condoms.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did it ever dawn on you, let me get a vasectomy?
No.
Why not?
I don't want one.
But look what you've created.
I don't have a problem with what I created.
Okay, so this one, your hand is in her eye. This one over here, the face is buried. And what can you do right now? Holding these 14 babies. With all of them behind you that you don't even have your hand on. What can you, one man, do right now? Tell me, for these children, what can you do? Excuse me.
Yeah.
Are you aware that you just thunked that baby's head on the chair? And that one day.
He's putting the children down because you guys can't see it. I have to tell you, he's putting the children down because he's uncomfortable.
Down there is hurt. Can I ask you why you put your children down?
I'm tired of holding the dolls.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm sorry. As a mom, I don't get not to take care of my children, no matter what I'm thinking or feeling or going on. I had to figure out and find the time and the way to get myself handled, but they were first. And I didn't get to just put them down because it was inconvenient.
Now that's just 2 crazy minutes of this show. You go on to look at it, and I'm going to give you a little spoiler because it's already aired. This man was not given that great of a foundation to go out and live his life. This one man was born out of spite. This one man was born out of spite because his mother and father didn't really love each other, but they had this child. She had him out of spite. They had a rocky relationship. And because there was a lot of things that was going on with him, he went on to affect the lives of 70 other people. 71 if you include himself. Now there are all kinds of factors that go on with a story like this. Yes, this man could have wore a condom. He said he wore condoms. Obviously, he didn't wear that many condoms. Because I don't believe he had sex without a condom. Because he talked about he had children. He would have had 200 children had he not used condoms. But I don't believe he used condoms on all of these women. He raw dogged it with some of them. I know that. I can't believe he would use, because nobody that has sex with all these women and gets these children does not. No one. I can't believe that this man could be that irresponsible. But then I have to shift it over to the women, who all have at least one child by this dude. Oh, sure. 3 women having children by one man. That would be crazy enough. 6 children. That would be crazy enough, even for me. I have no children, by the way. But child after child after child after child. At this point, we have to bring up this point. Everybody always talking about see, here's the crazy thing. You had a child with, women are always talking about, it take 2 to make a baby. Well, yeah, it did make 2. And it take 2 to make children. It apparently took 18 people to make children. 34 of them. Because while he's not using a condom, or that condom is breaking, you didn't know that much about this dude, and you went on to go on to that 9-month period where you must have your body go through all kinds of changes because there is a baby growing and about to come out of you, ladies. At some point, there has to be accountability on both sides. Because this man, because women love to say this too. My baby daddy ain't shit. My baby daddy ain't ish. Yeah, your baby daddy ain't ish. And you pick this one guy. This one guy who makes mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. And I'm not going to say it because I would have to say 34 mistakes. The oldest child is 26. The youngest child is 3 years old. And for all we know, these are the women we know about. These are the children we know about. Chewing on some good steak, man. But there was a great point that my peoples made earlier today. And it goes a little something like this. At some point, the women need to be looked at. When you met this man, did you ask if he had children? Have you met them? Or do you date people who don't take care of their kids? If there was any slouching, why would you have another, the male, 34 kids? Gee, she was never afraid of catching anything. That's what my people's Tawana Towns like to shout her out. Tawana from Brooklyn. And I agree. There is a lot of responsibility on both sides of the spectrum, mother and father, mothers and father alike. This man is an idiot to continue to have children and have children and have children after child after child after child. And the funny thing is, when you watch the show, you will find out that he wants to be married one day. Bruh, I think that ship has sailed. I'm being real with you. I don't see a marriage for this man. This man don't need to be thinking about marriage. If he wanted marriage, he'd have had one child, or maybe about 6 of these. 28 of these children would not be born if you were really serious about marriage. Of course, I tried to tell people about the plan. Have children after you got married. That damn statistic is out there. Do you not know the statistic I'm talking about? About how 70% of African American children are not born in a wedlock situation? I try to tell people, build your home, then build your family, then build your legacy. Build your home, then build your family, then build your legacy. Everybody else know how to do that, except apparently the majority of the black community. It's a harsh truth, but come on. At some point, something needs to change, and this is probably the worst example of it all. The man that Johnny Appleseed over here, aka Jay Williams, was able to go from garden to garden to garden and garden and garden and garden, and plant seed after seed, and 34 times the decision was made to have a child. You were willing to do the 280-day dance, risking your life to bring forth with a child. There was with obviously no birth control going on with these women. No bueno. In a little bit, I believe my dude Tom Cruise, is going to be calling the show. He's got some things to talk about. But if you'd like to call the show, it is 347-441-4040. The number is 347-441-4040. Any of the topics you'd like to talk about tonight, you can talk about the Ray Rice situation. You can talk about the burial of Love and Hip Hop. Or you guys can talk about Jay Williams, the man with 34 children. 34 biological children, 9 adopted children. You guys can hit me up on Facebook. You guys can hit me up on Twitter, which is Hookhead General. But in a little while, I have one last announcement that people would not ever think about coming from my mouth. But somehow, some way, people, we got to figure this thing out. Because the way we going, we in trouble. We are in trouble unless we figure something out. Please believe I got something more to say. But I'm going to let my man Bashir talk. You guys can check out his album, Hope Dealer. And this is a little hope for you. Check it out.
What the hell is going on in my city? Everybody overlooked like nothing wrong in my city. If you knew so, Frank Russo was taking all the money. And that nigga Jimmy DeMora just laughed like it was funny. And he had no regrets, so I wonder what's next. That 28 years, homie, I'm wishing you the best. And this shit just got me stressed. I'm thinking about the children. They shutting down the schools, but sold the Browns for $1 billion. How the fuck I supposed to feel? I'm here to keep it real. They shutting down rec centers for juvenile jails. Our future set to fail. Is the picture getting clearer? They fucking with the youth, go find a killer for Shakira. She inspired this song, right now she would be grown. I know she shining down on me from her beautiful home. I know some people gon' be mad at me. We spend a lot more time with television than our family. And I'm just taking shots randomly. Cause if they all got money, they living good, then how the fuck is that reality? Man, I got something to say. Tell these people I got something to say. And everything ain't okay, so no way. Man, I got something to say. Tell the mayor I got something to say. And everything ain't okay, so no way. Man, I got something to say. Politicians, I got something to say. Man, everything ain't okay, so no way. Man, I got something to say. Tell the president it's something to say. And everything ain't okay.
Racists trying to kill Obama, but Obama said that he killed Osama. The young shooters killing over trauma. That damn cancer, it killed my mama. It killed my auntie, my grandmama. Our people sleepwalking, you ain't see them in pajamas. I'm in the courtroom, can't even say your honor. Sorry, judge, you represent the system with no honor. Tell a young boy to follow the rules, but casinos look better than schools. I mean, the jails look better than schools. Are we producing scholars or just better fools? I told the young boy, go get you a degree. He came back with a felony. Forget a PhD. I'd rather be alive than heartless. Ox is with me regardless. Revolutionary artists in the land of the godless. Young boys, a bunch of punks shooting from the car. Come take this beating like a man afraid to get a scar. Most people, they lying, I swear. They must not be from here. If they say Cleveland don't belong to Bashir, this is the truth. Cause I got something to say. Tell the people I got something to say. And everything ain't okay, so no way. Yeah, I got something to say. Tell Obama I got something to say. Cause everything ain't okay, so no way. Yeah, I got something to say. Tell the people I got something to say. And everything ain't okay, so no way. Yeah, I got something to say. Tell Obama I got something to say.
Whatever happened to unity? I feel like it's just you and me. And how the hell you let one man kill a community? Yeah, I'm talking so well. We all know him so well. Nobody pay attention no more. They like, oh well, but I never forget him. I probably should have killed him. I know I shouldn't kill, but my auntie was a victim. I'm just glad she didn't pass. I pray this never lasts. We throw away our kids, finding babies in the trash. I swear this shit is sad, and it's only getting worse. I'm really starting to believe that my city's under curse. So I gotta stand tall, gotta remain humble. My city ain't been the same since the Ernest Binder fumble, the Michael Jordan shot, the Danny Green plot. I do this shit from the heart, so I'm headed to the top. And poverty's going up. How you specify that? 137 shots. How you justify that?
Urban mainstream and independent music and current events. This is Hookhead Radio.
Still going, still going, still going. That was My People's Walk featuring Bashir Jones. I got something to say. Tell the people I got something to say. And everything ain't okay, so no wait. And I got something to say. I've had plenty to say. I wonder if you got something to say. The number is 347-441-4040. 347-441-4040. Or you can hit me up on Skype. You guys can hit me up on Twitter. You guys can hit me up on Facebook. I've been rocking with you for about a couple hours. I got open forum for anybody to discuss the topics that we letting you guys know. This craziness has gotten crazy. You know, it's a nutcase world we living in, where it takes 7 months to get rid of a guy for beating up his spouse. It's a nutcase world. where ratchetness is on television and is rewarded each and every day. It's a nutcase world where one man can have sex with 17 women and produce 34. That's one baby apiece at least out of these women. And some actually went on to have more than two. The average is two a chick. 2 babies per mother. But some actually go lower than 2. Another one goes higher than 2. One person actually has 4. So from 1 to 4, they all put their bodies on the line to give birth. Now, some people are mad that I actually said what I said tonight, because any of these children could have been aborted. Any of these children could have been. Listen, I'm not having a child by you, and that man wouldn't have had nothing to say about it. And people are thinking, well, you could have been aborted too. You could have been, but I wasn't. Any of these women, any woman that has a baby, Roe versus Wade allows you to have an abortion. And then there's you got to talk to a judge sometimes. But in this great state of New York, which was one of 3 states to do this, you don't have to talk to a judge. And if you have some medical coverage, you can get an abortion for free. You don't have to talk to nobody. You just have it. Don't believe me? 31,328 babies especially with black women. 31,328 babies were aborted. More than they gave birth to. That's a crazy stat. But that should let you know there's always a choice. Hell, you could have used birth control. There are so much forms of birth control that if you ever get pregnant, that's because you want it to be almost. That's a radical statement that someone made to me. But it has some truth to it. But a lot of people don't believe in abortion. But a lot of people don't believe in birth control, obviously. Because it's just so many people popping off with one child. Popping off. I mean, seriously. And it's who you choose to have children with. That's what's mind-boggling. At a certain point, somebody's got to say, listen, I can't with you. I'm not having children with you. Now, when I talk to my mother about this, she always lets me know. My mother always says, you don't know a person until you live with them. Well, you got time to get to know this dude before you even have him in your house. How come nobody ever thinks of that? You got time to meet this dude and greet this dude and give him whatever attention you want to give him before you let him in the house. But the fact that this man was a music producer was even worse. People live hard and die hard. People live fast and die hard in that industry. So the fact that this man was talented, it was like flies to one of those lamps that just zap you. And this man was zapping each one of these chicks. Just zap him, and there was a baby. The fact that this man said, I am not ashamed of what I created. No shame at all, dude. 34. And you said you didn't want to get a vasectomy because you plan to be married one day. I don't get it, bruh. Because married, you should realize that you are not the marrying type. You've never seen a successful marriage, not even from your mother and father. You couldn't provide it to any of these women. And Lord knows what these children are going to grow up thinking, seeing that the oldest one is 26, the youngest one is 3-year-old. When that 3-year-old grows up, what will he think? What will she think? You want to be there for all these children. You can't. I'm letting you know. You ain't got that. You didn't pay that much responsibility when you were younger. At 44 years old, I don't see how you think you're going to be able to take care of all these babies. You ain't got that much money to stretch amongst 20 some odd babies. Because some of them are grown. Some of them don't need you no more. But they're about to get into relationships, and who knows what they're going to be. They could be better than you. They could be worse. But I want you to let me know what you think. I'm going to shut things down for tonight. We might go back and I'm going to probably come back in an hour and get back and let you guys talk about it. You guys can lend me your comments, and maybe what will happen is I'll come back later on tonight, probably around 11 o'clock. Gonna probably do 1 hour and let you guys tell me what you guys think. All right? Please go out and check out Jay Billion's Anything But Love, and go out and get that 40 Stories, which will be out September 25th. You guys can hit up Bashir Jones. Bashir the Truth Jones. You can catch him on Facebook. You can catch him on Instagram. And you can get that album called Hope Dealers. You can get it directly from him. For more information, you can go out and check out Bashir. Let him know you want that Hope Dealers. He'll give you. It's worth $10. And I'll tell you what, it is worth every penny that this man gets paid. Let it be known. You guys got to get these things. And shout out to Cap 704 with that Shower Ride track. It was a doozy to play. It was he's one of the craziest people I ever interviewed. Please pass this on. If you guys like we heard, pass it on. If you don't, keep it to yourself. But at the end of the day, I am the Hookhead General. I'm going to play this last song, be up out of here. Mr. Intro Man, I need you to play me out of here. And shout out to S. Navi. Hopefully I can get her on an interview sooner or later. Y'all be cool. This is the Hookhead General. I am out.
Urban, mainstream, and independent music and current events. This is Hookhead Radio.
Was it something that you said or something that you did just may have led to me feeling wasn't looking for a love like mine or someone new to come into my life. But you changed the air that I breathe. 'Cause you make my heart beat fast. Every time you pass, every time you pass me. Crazy how I feel your energy into me, into you. All I know, the unexpected.